Okay, I thought I would just jump on here really quick and just talk over a few things. The first thing before I forget, I wanted to jump back to yesterday and just update you guys. I did end up leaving at 10 and I did have to drive through the rain the whole way. And so I was going about 50, 55. And I did pick a big truck to get behind because I don't know why, as long as they're not crazy truck drivers, you know, I like to be behind them, and I really like for them to be behind me too. Not like on my tail. If it's one of those type of drivers, no. But there are a lot of truck drivers out there, and I mean like 18-wheelers, stuff like that, that drive slow and they drive right. So I like for that type to be behind me and one in front of me, especially when it's raining, mostly when it's raining. Because I feel like, because people drive crazy, so when they're behind me, if they're coming up fast, they can see me. Well, kind of, because they see this truck that's in front of me with the light, so they can see up there that there's a slow car or a slow truck, so they're already going to be slowing down, even if they can't see me right away. But anyway, so I don't know why. I like that. I just kind of feel protected. Anyways, I did make it there, and I obviously you'll see I didn't put my sister or anybody on there. We didn't get this visit very long because I left so late, and that's just the way it was. It was either go, still go, even though I knew I couldn't stay very long, because we then had to drive back to my sister's and I had to drive back home, so I got home late anyways. But I decided that I still needed to go because we had already been trying to go several weekends, but he couldn't because he was trying to stay with his son. So, and he did end up getting to do that, so that's good. But he's doing so bad, I don't even know. I didn't want to miss the opportunity, even if it's just for a few hours, an hour. you know, whatever it is. So anyways, got home, and I want to say something though. You know, I was kind of discussing this a little bit about, you know, we plan things, but it's the Lord's purpose that prevails. And even in things like that, I mean, and I was thinking about that though. I was thinking about, you know, how we can glorify God, because that's what we should be desiring and wanting, is to trust Him. So when we were actually, it kind of hit me yesterday, because it's like, you know, it's okay, because this is the Lord's plan, not mine, you know. And I thought, you know, that's one of the ways that we can glorify Him, is by trusting Him and with His own plans, you know, not ours. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that up really quick. Now the next thing I want to talk about is this one blank. Oh, so I honestly do not want to organize anything. Well, I should say declutter. I don't want to declutter anything. I'm kind of thinking, because I have so many things to declutter, because, you know, I mentioned the apartment, I'm needing to really not put that off. Even though I have a year, I need to get busy. So I'm going to choose something today, and I'm just going to go for it. So I'm going to bring you along on that. And one of the things that I do to motivate myself is kind of like a mind trick, because I wouldn't mind watching a movie, but it's like, that's my reward. Kind of like, okay, once I get all this stuff done, I can watch a movie, I can relax. So I'm really just getting things done and everything. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what movie I'm gonna watch, and I probably look horrendous right now, but so you would have seen me making some coffee, another deal of coffee in my black thing, because I'm letting that cool off, because I'm going to actually make some decaf cold coffee, latte, my own, you know, whatever, later. So I'm going to be putting that in the fridge. Once I like to let it cool down room temp first, and that's to get in the fridge. That's for later. I went ahead and cut my lemons. I like to have those ready. My green tea, and I don't know, maybe I'll put a picture of the green tea that I use. I switched to trying to get away from the bags. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Oh yeah, I need to walk on the treadmill. I need to do a little weightlifting too, nothing extreme. For lymphatics, that's supposed to be really good. And I'm actually going to talk about that more. Just some things that I do help to, you know, to try and incorporate healthy things without spending money that I don't have. Yes. Oh, I'm eating. I didn't want to take the time to do this, or at least not to eat something like vegetable soup, something that I had to heat up and sit down and actually eat it. I can't be on the move with this soup. I mean, I guess I could try, but it's like, no, sit down and eat it. What I'm gonna do after the vegetables are gone and I have the broth, I like to put that in a jar, mason jar, keep it in the fridge, and then heat it up and literally drink it for broth. And I'll still go out and put my oregano and parsley, that's what I added in the soup, put that in there. And I actually bought some shiitake mushrooms from the health store. I was reading up on that, on what I can do, so I can actually steam that or something in the broth, and the juice and everything will go out to it, and that'll be great health benefits. So I'm going to be adding that once I get just the broth. So that's good. Okay, guys, I just got done with I was going to say the trampoline, the treadmill, and I did a little weights. Look, nothing extensive. I literally, because I did get to 10 pound not too terribly long ago, but I stopped doing any of that. So now I'm going back because I don't want to pull any muscles or anything. So I just did a little, what do you call it? Stretching, but not stretching with 2 pound. And then some things with 5 pounds. Nothing strenuous. I'm going to talk about that at some point about, um, sometimes we get bogged down with the rules of it, the rule or the things we see other people do as far as working out. We're like, oh, I gotta go to the gym, or I gotta have this equipment, or I gotta do it this way or that way. I had a video about my decorating style, about the rules, and we need to just get rid of those rules. I'm not saying that there's maybe ways to do things that may be better and all of that. I'm just saying if those things are keeping you from doing anything, then get rid of them, at least for a time. I'm just going to do what I can do, what I can afford to do, and I'm glad that I'm doing something is better than doing nothing at all. So now that that's said, I mentioned that I need to do some decluttering, at least something. Okay, I've been doing my office. If you've seen those videos, I still have not completed, as you can see, this. I still got other things I need to do. But I'm kind of thinking I just want to go do some of my drawers and things with clothes because I already know tons I can get rid of. But I'm not going to do that. I may go and do at least one drawer later, but I cannot stop doing this. I need to make myself. So I'm at least going to do one thing. Okay, now this lettuce thing, the little filter, the thing that makes it the water, whatever those are called, it stopped working. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to forget about the lettuce. I'm just going to, I don't know, put that up. I may not even keep it if I can't get that thing to work. Even though the light part's good, I don't know. I just may not even worry about it right now. Um, I don't know. That's something I'll think about, but I need to do something here. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, guys, it is 1:30. I don't remember what time I started this, but I've probably been in here at least an hour. And I just worked on that one box, the yellow green box. You can rewind it, see what I'm talking about. Finished all the pictures out of that, put them in the piles because I'm putting them, in piles for my children. Putting them then in Ziploc bags, so something happens to me, they can just, there's their name with their Ziploc. They don't have to take the time to go through all these pictures. And I just stuck them all in this bucket. I may go ahead and give them to them, honestly. I think I might, just to get them out of my hair. And I did keep, some random few. And if ever, I can always get it from them or have them take a picture and send it to me if I need it for something. But generally, pictures just say, in their box anyways. And if I'm going to have to move, that's one less thing I won't have to worry about. But I did keep a few. I'm going to have a small container that will have some, like when they're really young, just, stuff like that. So this looks way better. Let me turn it. Way better. This will go up in the top of the closet. I do have to go through this. This has papers, memorabilia type stuff. I don't know, no telling. I'll go through that. And this is a projector. I haven't done that in so long. I need to get all of the stuff and make sure it works. All of those things. I mean, no, it works, but I need to, well, who cares? Anyways, yeah, so this looks way better. So I'm glad that I made myself just go through. So now I'm going to spend 30 minutes, no more than 30 minutes, to do my drawers in there. I'm going to do my black set of drawers, and then I need to take that trash out that I collected. Yeah, let's do that. Now, we'll tell you this top drawer. Let me actually bring it up there. This top drawer right here has a bunch of junk, and I'm not messing with that right now. Oh, I forgot I had a bunch of essential oils. I definitely need to look through. Well, anyways, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to do clothes. Now, this dresser is very old. It's probably not some awesome brand or anything like that. This was my mom's, and it was a dark brownish type color, cherry wood, I think, and I painted it black. And it's so funny because I did it horribly, and I was like, oh, this is horrible. But now that's the style, right? Just have where you can see, I don't know. I really need to wipe this down. You know what? I'm going to. So it's almost 7. It's 6:48. And I feel like this has been a really productive day, and I have done a lot of things that I've wanted to do. Sometimes on a Saturday, I'm like, oh, I just don't want to do anything, but I always make myself do something because that's the day that I have to do it. But I thought I listed out a few things that now I had a nap earlier, a little bit earlier, but I actually wrote down some things about just all the good choices that I've made today, and that have to do with the mind and then with the body. And the body, of course, well, I'm going to start with the mind actually. And the first thing I'm going to say is something I did for that is the most important thing to me, is that's reading my Bible, praying, spending time with God and and all that. And that's honestly not a separate thing that we do. It is something we do, but everything we do should be incorporated in there. So anyways, that's one thing that I did. That helps on because, turning everything to Him, confessing sin, all of that, look, I don't know, that takes a load off me. So I count that the number one thing. But anyways, I decluttered the office. Well, not the whole office, I decluttered, I got something done in the office. I made some progress in there, and that decluttering things is something that helps your mind, at least for me, because I can feel it. Like if I've cleaned the house or whatever, and I wake up the next morning and I remember it's clean, it's just like, it's clean. It's like it takes clutter off of your mind too. So I count that as with your mind. Also decluttering, that dresser drawer with the clothes, just knowing that that's done, that just feels good. It's clean, it's dusted and all of that. I took a nap. That's good for my mind. It's also good for my body. So that can actually be on both categories. I'm playing cards. I've been wanting to do that. I keep forgetting that, I can play solitaire, or I can do a puzzle, a puzzle, which I don't have any of those, but I'm kind of considering that. But anyways, I'll think about that. The crossword puzzles, things like that. And I have one over there, and I just kind of forgot about it. So those things I think are good for your mind. So, and I also have some other, maybe I'll show you those one day. And there's one that I really want. It's a solitaire marble game. If I remember, I'll put a picture of that up here. And I'll put a picture of the other game thing that I have. My son-in-law actually is the one, they had one and he showed me. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put that up here too. Okay, so that, playing some type of a game. I played cards, and I'm still playing actually. I straightened up. I tidied up. I cleaned up the living room, got the kitchen straightened up, and that is... Okay, my mic stopped working. I think the battery had went out. So I was just going over, things, the good choices that I made for the day that either help mind, body, anything that's towards my health or my state of mind, really. And I can't remember right now the things that you can hear. So if I repeat something that I've already said, then, so I know I mentioned about the Bible and things like that. Decluttering my office, I think I mentioned that. And I also decluttered, some of my dresser drawers. That helps my mind. That gets things out of my mind, things I have to do, because when my house is not cluttered, it gets rid of some of the clutter in my mind. Might have already said that. I took a nap, so that was good. Playing cards, that's good for my mind. And it's, also finding things to do, live by myself. I can't just sit in a corner and do nothing, because it will start affecting you. So one of the things that you will notice is I set the table for myself. Drank tea with a lemon and a glass straw to make it a little bit more special than I normally would during the week. So it kind of made the weekend feel like, oh, I'm getting to do something extra special. And also, I slept in the living room. I know that's weird, but it's almost like, you know, kids always love that. Oh, I get to sleep in the living room or make a pallet. Somehow that seems fun and special. So I did that. It's kind of like a different and out of the norm thing that really just kind of just makes you feel like you're doing something special in a sense. Maybe it's not, And then watching a movie, that was just kind of added some fun. Playing cards. I did that. Solitaire. And also got out in the sun. That's so important to be out in the sun. They tell you to get out of the sun and put on chemicals all over you. I mean, it's my opinion that that's actually not good. Be out in the sun 15, 20 minutes a day. It's very good for you. And I'm probably, if I can remember, I'm going to link a video of that being talked about. Okay, just things I've eaten. Breakfast, I had a boiled egg. It's good protein. Buckwheat. I had buckwheat that morning. I snacked on raisins. I had fresh milled cinnamon bread. I do have a video on that. Maybe I'll remember to post that or to link it. I mean, I had raspberries, organic raspberries. I did have coffee that morning with honey, and it is organic coffee. And I know people have different opinions on coffee, but I don't know. In my mind, if God made something, it's good. I think man has ruined things by putting chemicals in it, and anything that the Lord has made, I think is good for our bodies now. With that being said, that doesn't mean everybody can eat these things, but I don't think it's because of the actual vegetable or whatever it is. I think it's because man has done things to it, or things has happened to our bodies because of all the things that has been put into our foods or it's been given to us through medicines and things. So it's done things to our body. So it does something to where we react to things that are good. That's just my opinion. But anyways, and then later I did have a decaf organic coffee. Wait, was that one organic? I can't remember. I had one left over that wasn't organic. I can't remember if that one was or not. I think that one wasn't. Anyways, I did put honey and ginger, fresh ginger in there. I ate cereal. It's a better brand cereal, but I don't know if I'll put that one on this list. I drank water, a good amount of water, and then I had green tea with lemon. So that's good. I also ran my diffuser, and I put frankincense, peppermint, lemon, and cinnamon bark in there. And then, I walked on the treadmill. And then I did some light weights, lifted some, just some light weights. And I think that's it. That's all I have written down anyways. But anyways, I just wanted to jump over here and complete what I said. So